How do you see the relationship between the U.S. and China right now?
I think they are both very important partners with each other. So I think the government should have their intelligence to resolve all the problem, because I think the trading partner relationship is both benefit for two countries. Yeah.
And you have a mostly domestic business, obviously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But are you just inside China right now?
Yeah.
How much of the conversation is about this potential trade war between the U.S. and China? We talk about it here all the time.
I think we talk there all the time. It's same. Yeah, because that's a big issue for both countries, right?
Do the Chinese fear a trade war is coming? What do they think of what the Trump administration has been talking about?
I don't think we should use the word of the fear, but I think China wants to solve the problem. Yeah, want to make all the relationship go back the both the balanced way to both two countries. Yeah, I believe please.
You're selling used cars in China.
Yes.
But you're raising money in the U.S.
Yeah.
Even though you don't sell used cars here in the United States.
Yeah.
Tell us about the decision to raise money here.
But I learned how to sell used car from the United States, right? Because when I was young, I'm very familiar with the CarMax, with the car auction, and Mayhem. That's all very successful company in the United States sell the used car. I think because China, our used car business just started from the year 2005. That's the first time we had the used car in the market. And so I think for that time, the U.S. has already got 20 years, 30 years with the used car industry.
How many used cars are you selling a year in China? I mean, everything in China is big. We always say it's Texas big because you got 1.4 billion people. How many used cars are getting sold in China every year?
Last year, we sell more than 600,000 in China, yeah. And we achieved that number only in 6 years from zero.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. This is a company I haven't covered for a while. And it seems like the stock is boring. So people are losing interest, and shareholders that were waiting for something to happen have been dealt a blow. With a 25% share price drop in the last month, instead of being rewarded, shareholders who have already held through the last 12 months are now sitting on a 39% share price drop. I'm talking about none other than Uxin, pronounced Uxin. It's the largest online used car company in China that is heavily supported by the government, that our very own Emperor William Lee of Nio invested heavily into this company, did partnerships with them. They are already selling used Nio cars. They, in fact, did a partnership before Nio with CATL. CATL will be providing battery swap stations for the used car market. Whenever you buy a used car from Uxin, they were the first to do that partnership with CATL. I'm sure other used car companies will follow along. But, excuse me guys, this Uxin has the most automated refurbishing facilities for used cars in the world, robotics. And like I said, the Chinese government is heavily supporting them. In spite of the heavy fall in price, when almost half of the companies in the United States specialty retail industry have price to sales ratio of PS below 0.4 times, you may still consider Uxin as a stock probably not worth researching with its 1.6 times PS ratio. However, the PS might be high for a reason, and it requires further investigation to determine if it's justified. Recent times have been advantageous for Uxin as its revenues have been rising faster than most other companies. Yes. It seems the market expects the form will continue into the future, hence the elevated PS ratio. If not, then existing shareholders might be a little nervous about the viability of the share price. Want the full picture of the analyst estimate for this company? You can get it on the SoFi platform. Do revenue forecasts match the high PS ratio? The only time you'd be truly comfortable seeing PS as high as Uxin is when the company's growth is on track to outshine the industry, to outshine that industry. taking a look back, we see that the company grew revenue by an impressive 64% last year. Yes, you heard that right. Actually, as a result, it also grew revenue by 3%.
In the world of living though, it's a typical electrical animal, and the darkness is invisible, a critical, the always cynical. In the world of living though, it's a typical electrical animal, and the darkness is invisible, a critical, the always cynical.
Apparently, shareholders aren't keen to offload something that is potentially eyeing a more prosperous future. The key takeaway is, despite the recent share price weakness, UXIN PS remains higher than most other companies in the industry. Typically, we'd caution against reading too much into the price to sales ratio when settling on investment decisions, though it can reveal plenty about what other market participants think about the company. As we suspected, our examination of UXIN analyst forecast revealed that its superior revenue outlook is contributing to its high PS. It appears that shareholders are confident in the company's future revenues, which is propping up the PS unless the analysts have really missed the mark. These strong revenue forecasts should keep the share price buoyant. So, whilst all that is happening, and the CEO gave great guidance in the last earnings report, UXIN just announced strategic partnership with Guangzhou Authorities to build Guangzhou used car superstore. And this is another thing, this just happened. The CEO did say that the Chinese government is going to help them build, I believe it was about 5 superstores to sell cars in China this year. I think this is the third of that deal that just took place. It says China's leading used car retailer today announced that it has formed a strategic partnership with local government authorities in the city of Guangzhou to jointly invest in the construction of Uxin's Guangzhou used car superstore. The new superstore is designed to accommodate above 3,000 vehicles for display and sale. The project will be jointly developed by UXIN Limited and the Guangzhou Development District Transportation Investment Group, a leading industrial investment and operations platform within Guangzhou City. With total assets of nearly 10 billion RMB and strong capabilities in industrial integration and development, this partnership marks another important milestone in UXIN's nationwide expansion of its used car superstore network following the successful openings of superstores in Xi'an, Hefei, Wuhan, and Zhengzhou. Guangzhou, one of China's major economic hubs, consistently ranks amongst the nation's most dynamic and economically developed cities, with a permanent population exceeding 18 million, 1/8, and more than 4 million registered vehicles. The city maintains one of the most active used car markets in China. So you see what this company is doing. Guangzhou also hosts one of the country's most advanced automotive parts and manufacturing ecosystems, providing an ideal foundation for UXIN's large-scale used car retail operations. Guangzhou is also one of China's most important gateways for international trade, with a total import and export volume exceeding RMB 1 trillion in 2024, dwarfing that of the port chain in America. The launch of the Guangzhou project will further strengthen UXIN's service capabilities and market presence across southern China. Mr. Wenming Jing, Chief Strategy Officer of UXIN, commented. He said, and I quote, "Guangzhou offers a compelling combination of strategic location, pro-business environment, and a well-established automotive industry, leveraging Guangzhou's robust ecosystem and supportive local policies. We aim, to deliver a superior used car retail experience through advanced reconditioning, one-stop shopping like SoFi Technologies, and digitalized operations. The Guangzhou Superstore will serve as a key step in our nationwide expansion, further accelerating the transformation and upgrading of China's used car industry." For those who don't know, Uxin is China's leading used car retailer, pioneering industry transformation and advanced production, new retail experiences, and digital empowerment. They offer high quality and value for money vehicles as well as superior after sales services. Yes, after sales services if your car needs to be repaired. Through a reliable one-stop and hassle-free transaction experience. Under our omni-channel strategy, they are able to leverage pioneering online platform to serve customers nationwide and establish market leadership in selected regions through offline superstores with inventory capacities ranging from 2,000 to 8,000 vehicles, leveraging their extensive industry data and continuous technology innovation through more than 10 years of operation. So this is a company that I'm also invested heavily into and will keep nibbling and adding more shares into it because they have that ecosystem, kind of like Nio, kind of like SoFi Technologies. When it comes to the used car market, they are going to dwarf what Carvana is today. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, boop, 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 boop. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.